Countable and uncountable nouns again. So we know that if we can count something that's countable, like one, two, three, for example, we can say one book, two books, three books, etc. And if we can't count something like water, we can't say one water, two water, three waters like this. It's wrong. That's why it's uncountable. So we use a or n depending on the sound with singular countable nouns. For example, a book, an apple, a car. We use some with plural countable nouns. Some books, some apples, some cars. We can also use some with uncountable nouns. Some water, some rice, some milk. I bought a sandwich. She has some sandwiches. Would you like some juice? Some nouns have two meanings. They can be countable or uncountable depending on the context. For example, cake. I had a cake. So in this situation, the cake is like a whole one, a complete cake. She bought some cakes. It means she bought multiple cakes, several cakes, like two cakes or three cakes. He ate some cake. Now, this one is uncountable. It means not the whole cake, but the part of it, like a piece of cake. So we can say some cake. So this cake is the uncountable one. Similarly, chicken. We saw a chicken, the animal, countable. They have some chickens on the farm. Again, countable, plural. I ate some chicken, the meat, so it's like not countable. I probably ate a piece of chicken. Just a piece of chicken, please. Again, uncountable. Paper. I read a paper. So in this scenario, it's a newspaper, countable. I need some paper. In this scenario, it's uncountable because it's like a piece of paper. She wrote on a piece of paper. So we need to be careful. These words look countable, but they are usually uncountable. So we can't say an advice or a furniture because these are not countable. We need to use some, a piece of, or just the word like some advice, a piece of advice. So, yeah, so these words are advice, bread, furniture, hair, information, news, weather, work. So these words look countable, but they're usually uncountable. So we can't say an advice or a furniture. Let's look at some example. I got some advice from my teacher. They bought some furniture. The news is interesting today. She has long hair. So now let's make sentences with would you like a or would you like some? So we will use a like if it's countable and we will use some for uncountable. Would you like some cheese? Would you like some coffee? Would you like a biscuit? A biscuit? Would you like some bread? Would you like would you like a chocolate? Would you like some cake? Now let's use a or n or some. I read a book and listened to some music. I need some money. I want to buy some food. We met some interesting people at the party. I'm going to open a window to get some fresh air. Rachel didn't eat much for lunch, only an apple and some bread. We live in a big house. There is a nice garden with some beautiful trees. I'm going to make a table. First, I need some wood. Listen to me carefully. I'm going to give you some advice. I want to write a letter. I need some paper and a pen. Which one is right? I'm going to buy some new shoes. Martin has got brown eyes. Paul has got short black hair. The tour guide gave us some information about the city. So it's uncountable. We cannot use as this wrong one. We need to say information. We're going to buy some new chairs. Chairs, plural, countable. We're going to buy some new furniture. Uncountable, so furniture. It's hard to find a job at the moment. We had wonderful, so we need to, yeah, wonderful weather when we were on holiday. So we learned how to use some and a or n. So we can use a to or n to talk about singular countable nouns. We can use some to talk about plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much. Have a good one.